Hey guys, I hope everyone had a good weekend. As for me, I'm still working. It's long days for me. It's what I chose to do. And today I wanted to show you guys real quick, something brief, something not too complicated, about how I edit and process my pictures here at the NI event. So I chose these pictures. As you guys can see on the screen, I have this picture that we took. Maybe about a year ago, I want to say, or less. It was at this in downtown LA, right under Hill Street, I believe. It was a meeting. It's called Meet Street Meet LA. It's a page that we follow on Instagram. And pretty much what this page does, that this group does, is they put up an event for photographers or new photographers, anybody that just wants to come and shoot. They have models, they have cars, they have all kind of like great things going on. So it's pretty much, if you just want to experience, you just want to come have fun and shoot, then you can come and you go ahead and do that there. So we were just all out and about, and I wanted to show you guys just how we edit and process some of the pictures that we did. Now, most of the time we have control over everything that it's around us, the lighting conditions, the backgrounds, everything. That's something that in this particular occasion we have no control of. It's just you just have to go, because you're not the only photographer. There's like I want to say at that time I counted at least 100 plus photographers and videographers trying to get that shot. So you only have like a second to get a picture, a good picture, because the model is gonna look at you and then she's gonna look at the other one and the other guy. So it's on the go. So again, we didn't have any control of anything, so we just had to trust our equipment. We had to trust our vision and what we wanted to capture, the angles and everything. So this was right under the bridge, and I believe I want to say it's Hill Street. It's very known. It's where they did that Fast and Furious scene with was that guy, whatever. You guys might know, but anyways. So let's go right into it. So this is the model, and this is I'm actually do all my editing in Lightroom. So this is not a tutorial about how to use Lightroom. If you want to learn how to use Lightroom, then there's other videos that you can go ahead and search for it. But this is just my workflow. Again, I believe photography and video, it's more like cooking. You have a plate, and everyone is gonna make that dish differently. At the end of the day, it's what you like about it. So first things first, we shot this image in RAW, meaning that we have no contrast. It's like pretty much a flat profile on our cameras. The reason why we do that is because we want to be able to punch in what we want to punch in, color wise, darkness, lights, darks. So if you don't shoot RAW, pretty much the difference between RAW and JPEG, it's that JPEG, think of it as if you go into a restaurant. If you go to a restaurant and you order a steak, it's most likely going to be a good steak, and you're going to like it, but if you wanted to learn how to make that steak, you're not going to have that information. So that's the difference between JPEG and RAW. JPEG, once your camera processes that image as a JPEG, there's nothing you can do, especially if you have it in some of the settings that the cameras have, like add a little bit of contrast, add saturation, or whatever. We do, and I like to do all my pictures as a flat profile. Like, I don't want you to add anything. Just let it be. Just as it is. Let me fix the colors, let me fix the shadows, let me fix the highlights. So first things first, like I say, flat profile in Camera Raw, because again, it's a bigger file, but I have everything that I need there. I have all the information, versus if I shoot a JPEG, or if I was to save this as a JPEG, or shoot it on my camera as a JPEG, then I wouldn't have that information. So the first thing I do, again, we didn't have any control on the lighting, so we didn't know what was white and what was not white. So this is the reason why I choose this image is because, well, we're just gonna have to kind of guess and make it look better. So one of the first things that I always start with is the white balance. I want to make sure that the skin tones, specifically the skin tones, are right where they need to be. So this image, it's as it is. It looks pretty good to me. You know, it just needs some some touches. Exposure is right, as you can see here. It's right. This is her right here. This is the what you call this, the spectrum, whatever. I'm sorry, but this gray area here, this is her right here, and this all this white right here will be this and this and the dark. So we're gonna start by adjusting maybe a little warm. So what I like to do is just like push it on my temperature and just slowly push it up until I get that nice warm skin tone. So I like that, you know. I can go as high as that, and I think that's what I like to keep it there. That's pretty much, yeah. And then the tint, again, is all white balance, so maybe I can just lower this, see how that goes. No, that's too green already, I don't like it. A little pinkish, maybe a little less. No, it's fine there, I like where it is. So now that we have pretty much an accurate white balance, we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of a contrast. So I like to start with like a 20, and as you can see, the image already kind of changed a little bit by adding that contrast. I do see that our highlights are fine, so I'm gonna probably bring the whites up a little bit more just to bring it. Just bring that until you're gonna see how the nose is already clipping. So that means that there's no information there. You know, the pixels are pretty much dead. So I'm gonna bring that down a little bit, and that's about fine there. I like that. Maybe I want to bring the shadows a little down, just because I like that drama. You know, that's my style. If you guys didn't know, I like that drama. I like that separation between foreground and background. Okay, so I'm liking where that's going there. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just not saturate, but give a little vibrance to the color. So I know that if I do a little 15, and I mean I can push it all the way, you guys can see what's gonna happen. It's like way too much. So just a little bit. You don't have to do too much. I mean, the important thing is to get it right in camera, and then you can just mess around with that. Then going down. This is where it gets nice because I can actually pick every single color in the spectrum that I want to be saturated. So if I do, check the lips, if I do like a 25% on the red, see how those lips just got a little redder. I mean, I can go up to 50, I mean up to 100, and it's gonna be way too much, you know. So no, we just a cool 25% there. I don't want to touch the orange because orange, that's where his skin tones fall, and I don't want her to look orange, you know. But I can actually do the yellows. So let's see, maybe 25% yellows, and that pops up a little more. So now that we have that there, then this is where you bring detail to. I like to bring detail to my pictures, and so this is. Slider here that's sharpening. So pretty much what this does is sharpens the image. So if I do all the way 100%, it just makes it very crispy, very detailed. The radius, I want to keep it under 6.7, and this is where the masking comes into place. So I don't want the whole image to be detailed. I just want detail on her. So as you can see, I press my Alt key and I click on this masking. And then everything is sharpened. But if I move this slider to the right, and I just want her face and, you know, eyes and detail on. So I want to sit around there. And then of course I want to bring this down a little more because I don't want it to be too strong. Just about enough where it's just nice. Okay. Now this other tool, I rarely use it. Fortunately, my cameras can shoot at, I mean, 3200 ISO, as you can see here, and this image looks pretty crispy. I mean, if it was 100, trust me, this would be 100 times crispier. But this is to remove noise. So I'm gonna go ahead and here and zoom in, and you see all this noise right here. So this is what, I mean, it's very minimal, to be honest. For 3200, it's very minimal. But this is what it does. So I can do, I kind of know already the number. because I know my cameras, I know how much they can handle. So if I do a 20, what this is going to do, and I hope you guys remember that, now most of that noise it's gone. So it's not much going on anymore, and it smooths everything out. Sometimes I do enable my profile corrections, like my lens. So you see how that this was shot with a 70-200 f2.8 lens, which is my telephoto lens. I'm pretty sure we were far away from her, and so sometimes I like the corrections and sometimes I don't. I don't like in this particular situation because it just adds a lot of like lightness around it, like brightness. So I don't like. I like that there. And then sometimes I do two ways to separate or to make my subject pop up. You know, like her. I want her to be the main subject on the picture. So what I do sometimes is I use this brush here, and again, based on my experience, I think that she might just need maybe a little bit more of touch here, a little brightness. So this 0.25, and this is by stops. Again, I'm not going to show you guys that, or you guys can learn that somewhere else. But I'm just going to brighten up a little bit this shaded areas and just bring a little bit more of light here around the hair, just to bring more detail. And that will be that there. Now, if I want it to be more dramatic, I can use this radius tool right here. And what I do sometimes with this, and this is some, I bring this up and I just grab that section there, and then I'm going over here on my exposure, and what's gonna happen here, something's gonna be darker and lighter. So if I do a minus 0.5 stops, you see how the background just got darker? Like, I'm gonna redo that again. Minus 0.5. And everything, it's unaffected. I mean, just the background. Anything that is in this circle, it stays the way it is. I can even go one stop, which is gonna be really dramatic, but let's do that, minus one stop. And you see how dark it gets. So I like that, again, just to create drama. And then pretty much that will be it. After this, I just have to convert it into a JPEG and then fix little things here and there on Photoshop. But for the most part, this will be a finished product, and then I can show you guys how this look by going from the beginning. If I click there to the finished version, as you guys can see, there is a significant change and it looks way better to my taste. You might like that, you may not, but this is how I process a lot of my images and edit them, just by retouching little things that I remember what they look like. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, or you guys want me to do, wanted to know more about other things that I do with the photos, let me know. As for now, be safe, stay healthy, and see you guys next time.